Hi, I'm back. I'm Jill with Copycat Crafts by Jill, and I believe this is the part 13, the lucky 13, and I believe the last video in the Gunther B experimental copycat of a copycat video series. Say that fast 3 times. Okay. This was the last page we worked on, and I did add the tickets, and I did add the Velcro. I added 2 pockets on the inside, and I just wanted to show I still have maybe some stamping to do. I also added the little corner pieces, so I've been adding them for the most part off camera um, on all the pieces, so been catching up behind the scenes. Anyway, so today will be the actual putting it together and the closure. And my closure happens to be some leather pieces. My husband had some leather pieces, so my choices were very slim, and the sizes also were even slimmer yet. But I chose to go with like a buckle, but it doesn't have the actual buckle. The long pieces that will come in from the top will come in and thread through here and hang. There's no actual little buckle. So I think that's actually easiest and cool. I put buckles on the other one, and it's really cool, but for ease of opening and closing, I think this will be a little bit easier and still look as cool. And I did prep ahead a little bit, otherwise this video would be completely too long. So this is the outer portion, and I cut 1-inch strips and sewed the little buckle piece on. I did put a little bit of glue on top of the stitching just because. I glued them onto the bottom, but I'm going to put holes in and put brads in, 4, because these are tiny brads. I'm going to put 4 in here and 4 in here, and that is why I put this extra piece down from a envelope. It gives the back of the legs from the brad something to really hold on to and not break through the cardstock, so, or the folder. Then I'm going to cover it with a piece of the actual folder. So but I can't put that in till we put the brads in. So that was what I was going to do there. Now, let me just, this goes this way. So it will look like that, and then this is the top. Now, because the back is longer, this top piece is going to slide all the way in, so we don't have to decorate this at all, because this top slides in like that. So I wanted to decorate this part, so I already cut those pieces. Here is for the top, so I cut it and I distress inked it, and then on the inside I'm going to put another piece, but I also put that because I'm going to do the same thing up here. I'm going to glue the back in and put some brads, and then probably put some brads here. They will match up with this. And then after I have the brads in, I can glue this on top to cover it all. So that's the plan. So let's see how far we can get. I'm hoping this will be the last video. Let's see, what do I need? I want to get this out of the way, but I will warn you, I do have to keep going back and forth. So this is it. What I did was the pieces of leather are 1 inch. I moved them in 3/4 of an inch and then glued them in. That is only on the bottom. I didn't want them to show on the back, so that's only on the bottom. And I'm gonna put the holes in for the brads. So how am I gonna do that? I don't know. Let's see. Guess I will need a pencil. And I thought I sort of figured this out a little bit. Let's see. So if I put the 0 in the center, because I know that's 1 inch. And sorry if I get my head in the way. Probably should have marked it a little bit of a time. I'm going to line the ruler up with the score mark. And then that has these little holes every, well, probably every eighth. So I'm going to come in and I don't know, I guess my pencil won't go all the way down. I guess I'll have to get my, I don't know if the pokey tool, is going to do it for me. So I'm going to put a hole. Oh, this is nerve-wracking. Let me pull it a little closer just to get, yeah, because I don't want to go into that score mark. Okay, this is nerve-wracking. So it's going to be 1/4 inch from the score mark. So I'm going to poke. Okay, then I'm going to poke on this line. Okay, let's see if we can see that. We can. Okay, I see it moved a little bit. That's okay. The brad will, when I punch the hole, I can even that out a little bit. As a matter of fact, I may even move it up a hair. Might have been, where's my 0? I might have been off. But the brad, brads will, look, what am I doing? Okay, 1 inch. Trying to, it's really hard to see that score mark for some reason. I just don't want to get up too far. Okay, so it would be here, and then here, and luckily, I think I'll use my hand one to punch the holes. Will this do it? Punch little holes. I don't know. I guess this won't go back far enough. Okay. Back to plan A, which is the big guns. Let's get out the big guns. All right. Before I get out the big gun, I just want to straighten this one a little bit. I actually want it up here. So let's get her done. Now this is going to be on the bottom. And This should be fun. Let me move back my chair and see if I can, which I cannot see, which is my only complaint with this thing. I actually do like it. I just can never see where I'm actually punching the hole. So I'm going to punch. Why am I punching there? That seems pretty far away from where I want it. It really does seem pretty far away. Just second guessing myself. No worries. Sort of what I do. Overthink and second guess. Let's do the first one first, and then the second one second. Sounds like a plan. All right. Now, let me just double check here. I just want to semi. All right. Yep. Oh, yep. Okay. Right about there where I poked the second hole. All right. Sorry, it's taking me a little longer. I really can't. Looks like it's a little off, but we can make it work. We definitely can make it work. Okay. Yeah, it's a little off, I wonder. It's a little, but it's on the bottom. Let's put a brad in and see how, if we want to go with a bigger brad. No, let's see. So as long as the brad's legs don't impede on the score lines where we bend, we'll be good. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. It's handmade. Handmade. Okay. This one in. Whoop. Over. And last one. I will just where they're sitting, and then push them down, and we will move on to the next one. I think they should put a light on these. That's what we need. Make them see-through. I don't know, something. Just think something so that we can see what we're doing. Maybe I'm the only one that has a problem. No, that's a possibility. Okay, sorry if I get my head in here. I think that's how I went wrong before. Sorry if I bumped the camera as well. I always see that one moves. Okay. Spin it around and do the same thing over here. Sorry for getting my head in the way. Okay. Go here and go here. All right. Let's. Whoop. Whoops. Okay. And the time-consuming part. Thought I dug out quite a few. That's all I need is to not. Okay, one. Sorry, I obviously can't punch holes and talk at the same time. I don't know, maybe if I spin this around I can see it better. Nope, that doesn't work. I'm going pretty far, know that. Not that far. Oh well. I guess it doesn't help to be on black with no way to make a mark. I should probably try to dig out some sort of white marker or something, but I think we got it. Well, we'll make do. Okay, put that away for now. And get out the rest of the brads. Okay. And with the design and closure the way it is, I really can't just put it together and then do a closure. You can if you're just going to do like a wraparound piece or piece of coffee dyed, I don't know, burlap, or even a belt thing where you just wrap it around towards the outside. But I wanted to make this, oh sorry, I wanted to make this a little bit more challenging. But you don't have to make yours so so challenging. Okay, so that's just the bottom. Like, no one's even gonna know that's there. Okay. Well, I also wanted to make a piece for the top. What did I do with all my pieces here? Okay, let's get them back up here. And I'm going to show you. Let's see, I can glue the top on. That can be done because I need the top on to fit the leather pieces. So let's do that. I'm going to start with the center of it because I don't want the corners to kind of push up and buckle. So I'm going to glue that down first, then the two sides. That's the plan. And I'm leaving a tiny bit of folder stick out. So okay, I'll make sure we get the right side on the right side. I rounded the corners already, and I just want to get it close because that's why I use that glue, so I have a little bit of playroom. I did keep it a little long. Could have been shimmied up a little, but I think that's pretty good. I left the back a little bit longer. I wanted it to hide the end. You're not going to see it. That's my plan anyway. You're not going to see it. Fold that up. Put glue on here. Can't believe that we're gonna be done with this. The end. On to a new project. You know, for some of you, you'll be glad. For some of you, you might not, but I get more excited just to see a finished project. I think it feels good to start something and finish it, you know, beginning to end. And okay, Probably shouldn't have tried to fold it so soon. Well, you can tell it's winter when my glue thickens up this much. It gets slower and slower. Okay, I don't think that's going anywhere, right? Okay, we'll just put that on for now. And I'll give this a few moments to dry before we start manipulating it. Okay, I can't tell what. Hear that? I can't tell if that's something in here or in here. Oh, it's in here. Yep, air. Okay. Get it out by pressing hard enough. Okay, we'll let that dry for a few moments. And in the meantime, I'm going to put the two pieces together. We make sure we have them right side up. Okay, right now I'm just fitting it. We still have to put the bottom in. So just sort of fitting it. I think I can put the bottom in now. Let me cut that out of the little extra round piece there. Well, can't get any closer. All right. I think we will try gluing this piece in. I'm going to put the glue on this piece. As you can tell, it's just a piece of the folder that was left over. And I could have used a decorative piece like we did on the top, but I wanted to keep it this. If I wouldn't have put anything on the bottom, this is what it would have looked like anyway. So just thought I'd keep that look. And now we'll put this in. And it was just cut to fit in exactly between the two score lines, like that. It's a little hard with all them brads, but I'll get it. I'll get it one side at a time. Just take your time. I just want to make sure it grabs good enough with all those brads under there. It's going to take a little bit of time to completely grab, and it's hard to even push on it to smear the glue around. So just gotta. Now these will be sitting on top of that, so I'm not even gonna really see that. Okay. Then I can't put the pieces I have in, just trying to fold it slowly. Let me give the glue time to really catch it and stretch a little bit so we easily do it. Give it time to stretch. Doesn't have to meet anywhere. So there it is. Okay. Okay, now this little ticket comes out, so I'm just going to put that somewhere where I hope I don't lose it. All right, so then this fits under, and will get glued eventually. We'll get glued there, but before we glue it, I need to measure, just like I did on the front, 1/4 inch in, and then put the leather piece. Now, I wasn't sure if I wanted to just glue, well, actually it'd be in like that. How far down I wanted to glue the leather piece in. This is going to be a big pocket, so I wanted to see how much hangover. There's that much hangover. Okay, I think that's, so where did I say? Almost to the bottom. Okay. All right, we can do that. So I want it 1/4 inch in. Let me pull it out. So it would be like that. A hair more. 1/4 inch in. Okay, I'm gonna just mark it here and here, because that's gonna be down in the pocket. And right across here. See, yep, I see my marks. Over here, we want to do the same thing. I'm gonna measure in 1/4 inch. And then put the strap down. Just, it's hard to see the green. I don't know, having a hard to see day here. Okay, so I'm just going to mark it here, here, and here. Okay. Get that out of the way. And if I glue this down, I can glue it all the way up. And what I just want to make sure is that it's going to line up with the front. I somehow think that will be important. So let's line it up. I know it's kind of a handful, and possibly if you decided on a different closure, you can just glue yours together and then do your closure. And that would be great too. Okay, so, oops, sorry, just gotta get this under there. Whoop. Get that under there. Actually, I don't even need it under. If I put it on top, it would make it a little bit easier for me. So there's my mark. Wrap around like this. And then this comes up. Okay, that's lined up. So now let's do this side. I'm going to put it there. I'm going to bring it around. And whoop. Let's lay it down. Really went under there, didn't it? Okay, I think okay, I think my marks are okay. I think my marks are fine. So I'm just gonna go for it. Before I came in, I usually come in at night and craft. It's when I don't have my cats deciding that they want attention. I think I'm going to just do it on here. So, also it's normally quiet. Just the house is more quiet. So I can come in and do what I need to do. Can't quite tell there. Just going to put some glue here. And get it on down. So, before I came in, I was watching Rudolph. Christmas special. So I was watching Rudolph. I don't believe I've ever missed not one year of watching Rudolph. And I think that's pretty good. However, I think a couple years ago I found a Christmas movie called Christmas Story. It is not made in English. They dub English in, and normally I'm not thrilled about a movie that the lips are not moving with the words. But it's a really good Christmas story. It's just called Christmas Story. And if you happen to look it up, I don't know if it's on Freevee or Tubi, or YouTube, but it's free somewhere. I watched it the other night, but I found it a couple years ago, and I really liked the movie. Just Christmas Story, not the Christmas Story. Okay. Now I can decide. I thought I was going to do 4 up here, just like I did 4 on the bottom. Let me make sure I still have. Yep, I thought I took out plenty. Okay. Let's get my ruler. Let's see if I can do this a little bit better. Okay, so again, staying away from finding center first, and trying to stay away from the sorry. If I get it up a little bit, like this. Let me just pull it down so I can make sure I'm not behind too much. Okay. I think I'm where I need to be, so I'm just going to poke here. That looks good. I'm going to do this side right away. All right. Let me get so that's laying straight. Okay, poke here. I'm gonna spin it around. I was gonna spin the whole thing around, but I actually got a couple of comments of ladies who have actually been working along with me, which I was really excited about. Because I know when I do some of these big, long, drawn out, many step projects, I do tend to get less views. I know that going into it, because that's the way it is. But I was really excited when a few have told me how much they're enjoying it and that they are actually working along. Just finding my holes so that I can make sure I can find them when I'm on here. Okay, so this, I guess I should have thought that out. That should be, does that look straight to anyone? To anyone and everyone? All right, let's see. Where's my thing? Okay, this should be. This should be fun. If anyone has a better idea as to how to do this, please share it with me, because this is one of my biggest problems is this. Is just seeing with this thing. Maybe if I craft during the day, but I've always been a night owl. I swear I get my second wind at night, and I could be in here like all night. That's just how I am. And I've always been that way. I don't know if I mentioned, but a long time ago, I used to pay my little brother to stay up with me while I made things when I was growing up. I'd crochet and he'd go out and sell the stuff I made late at night. Okay. Alright, this is going to be a little bit of a challenge because I really should be holding these straight. So I've always been a night owl. I think most of my family is a night owl, actually. So I don't know how many of you like enjoy crafting at night, but if you enjoy crafting at night, leave me a comment. Let me know. I'm not alone. I'm not the odd one. And my husband's a morning person, so he gets up early. He's raring and ready to go, bright and early. And then he's falling asleep early at night. Takes both kinds. Takes both kinds to make the world go round. Okay. Okay, there we go. Should clean this up a little bit. Next 4. I don't know about yous, but I am not ready for Christmas. I can't believe how it sneaks up on me. And every year I say, I can't believe how it sneaks up on me. And I won't let it happen next year. It ain't gonna sneak up on me next year. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna start in September. Blah, blah, blah. But, okay. Got it. Go through that. Just that. Finish gluing. Okay, we're so close. Okay, let's see. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? I think that's cute. I think that's cool, not just cute. Okay, so again, we need the insides in to really line it up, because that's going to be the back. So we are going to glue down both sides. I pulled out extra in case I wanted to put one brad in each corner. I can't do that in the front, but I would only my choice has to be far enough in so that it doesn't impede when we glue this to this. Well, we're not gluing all of it. We're gluing this to that. So, I wish I had clamps or something to help hold it together a little bit. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like, and I guess I'm just going to have to go for it. Just going to have to go for it. So, this is going to be a large pocket. So I'm going to get out a couple clamps so that when I glue, just going to get out a couple clamps. Also, once I get it, I can actually perhaps mark it like right here, right here. Let me see. I don't know if I'll be able to find those marks. Okay, probably definitely won't be able to find those marks. All right, I'm gonna move this out of the way. Gonna lay that flat, and I'm going to see here and here. Those are where my marks are. So let's get those flaps out of the way, and so what I would need to do is put glue here, and glue here, and glue this like that. Now, before I glue that down, I want to decide if I want to put a brad there. I would probably put the brad in a little bit and put the legs on this side, not through to the other side. Well, I just want to check let's just check our mark here, because okay, that's pretty much on the inch there. That something didn't look quite straight, and that one's a little off. So I wonder, I'm just gonna go and remeasure. It's gonna fit like that, and this is gonna go like that. So I see that mark. I see that mark. Oh, I see. Whoop. Okay, I see. So I can actually just hold it like that and glue it. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. I don't know which glue is better, but we're gonna do this glue. If it comes out. And I'm gonna glue in about 1/8 of an inch because I'm really not worried. The pocket's gonna be all the way across the whole back, so I'm not really too concerned that I'm losing. Okay, let me stand it up. And let me get it stood up and held in place. Okay. So that is going to be glued on. There we go. You can let that fall. This is going to be so cool. Okay. There we go. There's a whole wraparound. Okay. That's gluing. We can glue on. How did we get away? We can glue on this piece while that's gluing. And this just fits here. Like that. So let's get that done. Again, I'm just going to start with the flat part on the top to cover all the legs of the brads. And the Tyvek, the white stuff, will make it next impossible for the brads to pull through, because that stuff is amazing. Okay, let me just get this in. It needs to be. Just making sure we push in those creases and score marks. Get this out of the way. Just gluing this part is probably a little finicky, but now that we're basically ready to wrap it up. Okay, I think I got enough in there. Try to really make sure it gets good contact. It's really important. Glue can't glue if it's not contacting anything. Okay. Okay, this is where our pocket's going to come in, so that cannot be glued because that's just the back of the pocket. But so we don't want that glued. All right. Now, before we glue anything, we have to make sure that all your things are right where they're supposed to be. Okay. That's how it's going to be. So this pocket now gets glued on this piece right here. So I'm going to flatten this part first. Put the glue on. Did I move my thing? I'm going to put the glue on this side and this side, and then put it up. So, and I prefer to hold everything together so that nothing shimmies out of where it fits, and then I'm crooked. So I don't want to be crooked, so I'm trying to hold everything in place. Alright, and again, the pockets are big enough, so I'm not worried about losing an 1/8 or a 1/4 inch here. Okay. Okay, can let that go because this is the important part. I have to take my glue eraser to the ends. Okay, now just for this I am going to just clip it. I can't hold it everywhere. So I am going to do a couple clips. Give it a couple seconds, a couple minutes to take. This gets glued all the way up. The whole, both sides get glued up here, and the top, so that the top is held close because the pocket starts back here. So this part here will get glued to there, and then straight down and straight down. So we'll do that as soon as we're sure this front has taken hold. And that nothing else has taken hold, since I do tend to use enough glue. There it is. Alright, we're ready for the back. So we don't want to put glue past that part. Even though that's for the bottom, that doesn't matter. We don't want it in there. Okay. This is the part that will get glued, and we want to leave the glue far enough away from the opening because we don't want to glue the opening shut. So okay, down this side. Okay. Stand this up. Stand this up. Push it all square. That part can drop. And And we want to squeeze the back to the front. Well, back to the, what would you call it, signature? Okay. We want to open it. And to get, am I pressing back here? Okay. Easy enough. Back here is where we want to press. Okay. Because that's this part. So make sure the sides. Fold this in back up again. Just rubbing off any extra glue. It's not finished being decorated, and it will get ephemera put in. I do have some of my very, very, very own private, no one else in the whole entire world has it, ephemera. They're original, well, I scanned original pieces that I had that my sister had given me from Punxsutawney, PA, from 1890s and early 1900s. Very, very old. They're super delicate, so they're not like, they're not super they are super fragile. That's what they are. And I'm trying to put together a kit, so it's going to take me a little while because I have no idea what I'm doing. And the more I try to do, the more I realize I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. But some of that will go in here. Okay. So all I'm going to do is dig back through my husband's leather and see if I can find a thin little handle in the black leather. There's a pocket. We loving it. Let's just open it up. I don't want to do a, I'm not going to do a flip through until after I put some stuff in it. We're going to open it up though. Just make sure we got everything in the correct way. Yes, we do. Okay. Well, I hope anyone who is working along gets the the gumption to challenge themselves and do a closure. But you do you. I know these can be a little challenging, and it would help if you had like 7 hands, but it, as you see, it's doable. It's possible. So there it is. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will do a flip through of this one after I pack it full. Put some things in it. I'll probably add a stamp or two and a little extra decorating, you know, here or there. But basically, this is it. And I hope you enjoyed it. I promise my next project will be 1 or 2 videos and done. So a little bit easier. So I hope everyone has a happy holiday. Just in case this is my last video before Christmas, but it may not be. So until then, happy creating and hugs.